course, in testing you need to go earlier usually than in the races. In the races you start a little bit later, and for myself I like it much more because I hate to get early up in the mornings, and it's part of the whole thing, you know, that you need to wake up and just need to get there in the morning, and once you get there it's okay.
But if there's any way we can do this sort of get the wheel spinning and then lift and then get back on again. So
yeah, in the briefing in the morning, basically we just look what we're gonna do or plan to do on testing on that day, and that's the basic plan, and it starts from there. There is different people asking questions, and most of the time they always about how your day went and how the car is, and they always, most of the people asking the same questions, and okay, it's easier for us because you answer them pretty much the same way every time, but it's a bit boring. Sometimes some people had some normal questions about something else than racing, and of course then it's a bit more interesting.
And between racing, training and promoting, do you have any time for like private life?
Yeah, okay, not as much as maybe you would like to. It's only usually once a year in testing when you have as busy schedule as we have. After that this is back to normal, and it's more relaxing, and it's more like it should be. I don't know him almost at all, just say hi. You can never make all your fans happy because you just don't have time enough to sign all of those, but it's also important for them to get some signed stuff, and then at least they're gonna be your fans much longer. Basically in testing you don't need to worry about the press. Mainly you do it after the day, and you just concentrate on your driving and what you're doing in the car. Testing and racing is a completely different thing. You all the time when you go out you're pushing and you try to do the quickest lap times, and in the races is the whole race distance, and you need to be quick throughout the race distance, and in testing it's more relaxed, but then you need to be even more specific with your saying back what you feel in the car for engineers, because you make basically in testing you improve the car or you don't improve, and it's one of the most important parts of racing, and but I think so all the drivers likes more racing than testing. Basically in a truck it's just where you can spend time, you can be a bit more quiet, because usually in testing there is much more people, they asking autographs and stuff, and it's better to be somewhere where the people cannot reach you as easily, because you need to do your own stuff, and also to be ready for driving again when the car is ready. And of course always when you come out of the driving you talk with your engineers and discuss how was the parts or tires or whatever, and it's just a good place to relax. In racing I don't like to be in a restaurant anyhow, and it's just normal for me to eat wherever you can, and sometimes we look the data comparing the laps before against your lap what you have just done, but usually in testing we do that after the day in our meeting, because it's more time to do that, and you can look more closely, but basically in a truck we always talk different things and do jokes to each other, and it's quite good and good fun. Sometimes when you have bad day in testing, if you have problems, it's good to have some friends on that. If with tire testing, then of course it's all about the tires, what the engineers want to know. Did this tire feel better than the previous one, or how did you feel it? Was it good on high speed or low speed corners? And you just say what you feel it. And Of course, when you're working with the same people, every test, every race is easier because you get used to it with the people who you work with. You know what they're doing and they know what you want, and it makes your life much easier. You tell the engineers what you feel in the car, and if you're testing some new parts, do you think that it's better, or how do you feel that the new parts were working? Sometimes it's hard. After a long day of testing, you need to do lots of some promotional work, and it's not hard only because you're tired, and it's not maybe the most funniest thing to do, but it's also that if your main language is not exactly English, it's not most easiest thing always to do, and it just you get used to it, and with many of times you usually get at least once right, and then it's all done. As a Formula 1 driver, I have a busy life every day.
That's fantastic. Okay, cut. Thank you. Perfect, my man.
Basically, end of the day, when you have done all your stuff, it's nice to get away, and you just want to get at the hotel, take a shower, and get ready for sleep, because it's quite often it's 9-10 o'clock when you get back on the hotel, and then next morning you need to wake up 7 already or earlier, and you don't really have any time for anything else.